Last time on Lawful Stupid, your night goes by peacefully.
Yeah, I think we're just traveling along.
Yeah, I mean, so I think I'm leading us.
Balfour, you'll notice at first, then Mac, soonly right after, there seems to be something happening like right in the middle of your path. Like things are going up from the ground.
Something weird's going on. Hold on, back up. Mac turns around and looks at Balfour. You think you're like heavy enough to walk through it?
And I will cautiously walk over.
You cross the threshold of this little space and you start to quickly go up.
I begin to pull this weightless elephant down.
That was crazy. I guess maybe I shouldn't walk into things we don't understand.
Axel started to figure out how to go around this shenanigan.
Yeah, so I guess we walk around. I follow Axel.
Same.
It's easy for you guys to spot more little pockets of these floaty wells. And as you're doing that, and because you started the conversation about like, why are these magic things happening? And Oi kind of answered, might as well fill in a little bit more world lore unprompted. The world used to be very pretty at the beginning.
So like, were you in the Divine Wars?
Well, yes and no. The Divine Wars were amongst the 12 that existed then. My other and I, we stayed back.
When you say other, is that like a sibling?
She is that of darkness and destruction. Just everything I am not.
Like balance seems overrated. What if we just like killed the dark god?
We would run out of resources. The lands would be scorched by the sun with no shade, no night. It is good to have balance.
You guys travel the next day, and Oi will kind of like start up a conversation with you lot. I have an idea that they might be a descendant of mine with an old blue ribbon weathered by time's embrace, a new silver coin gleaming in its grace. Borrowed from yesterday, a pocket watch ticking true. In this trio's union, love finds its debut.
Does this have something to do with a wedding of sorts?
How does this help us find these items?
Oh, the items are that way. The prophecy is what to do with the items, should anything happen to me.
Another day is here, and you're ready for it. What to wear? Check. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner? Check. Planning for what's next and how to save for it? That's where Bank of America can help. For your financial to-dos, Bank of America has experts ready to help get you closer to your goals. Get started at one of our local financial centers or 24/7 in our mobile banking app. Find a location near you at bankofamerica.com/talktous. What would you like the power to do? Mobile banking requires downloading the app and is only available for select devices. Message and data rates may apply. Bank of America N.A., member FDIC.
You got a lore dump, but it was a great time. Today, you embark your journey in the Emerald Forest. Same as usual, marching on in the woods in an easterly direction. It's taken a while. Like, this was definitely a journey and a half I told you we were going on, and it's definitely one that you were going on. Nothing too dangerous out here. The only dangers being wild magic surges. And it is around kind of like noon time when you guys start to see something kind of weird up ahead of you.
I mean, at this point, define weird in the wild magic forest where we've seen like anti-gravity and supergravity and God knows what else that we've stumbled across of. So what is now weird? Is there like
now
somebody like actually eating with like a fork and a knife at a table randomly? Like,
yes. Ooh, juicy.
That could have been an option on your table, but it wasn't. No, up ahead, you kind of feel it before you exactly see it, but seeing it is like seconds later as you move up like 10-15 feet. It feels cooler as like a rush of air goes across your ankles. You hear the rustles of leaves with the wind going by, and from maybe the trick of a light or the trick of an eye, but it looks like some of the trees towards your forward and right seem like orangey and brown and red and bright yellows, the ambers kind of like glimmering and shining through, whereas in to your front left it seems the smell of pine kind of like comes in, the air crisp, kind of cold, and you kind of see things that kind of look like, is that snowflakes ahead of you? You see the trees, they're a little denser out here, but they seem a little more appropriate for like a winter climate, or even their leaves falling down for fall. It's definitely weirder than before. 2 seasons at once vibe happening ahead. Now what could that be?
More Fae trickery, honestly. All right.
I think it actually might be magic scars left from the Divine Wars.
That makes the most sense.
If Abon has to say it one more time, she'll explode, so I've got it.
Oi will chuckle as he looks at the three of you looking at everything ahead. It's like, oh, I think we're closer to where we need to be.
Sure, but the question here is, are we going into the cold, or are we going into the not cold? I mean, because either is fine with me.
Well.
We can go in. We have to, don't we, Oi?
Yes, but that depends on the three of you. He'll kind of like gesture ahead, and up ahead of you guys, easy enough to see. You see a tree kind of start to move as a leg comes out, as well as another leg and a body, and they see him barkish in nature, though the browns and subtleties of that disappear as they become more of a black and white vibe, where there are rings across their legs and torsos, and a darkness from their hands and feet, kind of like fading into the white of their arms and legs. They have golden, glowing looking eyes across their body. A couple branches that go up almost like deer antlers that have a few leaves here and there, and several sets of arms.
Good eve, my friend.
Matt takes 2 steps backwards behind Balfour.
Axel takes 2 steps forward in front of Balfour. What an enchanting creature! I've never seen this.
They'll wave hello, and beside them, you'll see from the tree up above, 4 little sprites come down. They're about the size of a hand, a little bit smaller than a fairy. One seemed to be in colors of greens and flowers. Another one in brighter, vibrant greens, white and oranges. Male-looking one in deep ochre-type yellow and orange, and another male one in a dark purple with dark hair. They all kind of like float around her, kind of at the ready with some weapons, but not in the way of like, I'm about to hit you, but like, I'm ready vibes.
I got that thing on me.
Got what thing?
That's a thing that you would say if you were carrying a firearm. You would say, Oh, don't mess with me. I've got that thing on me.
And you say that to the tree person?
No, I'm just saying that's the posture that they're in.
Oh,
they're not in the
okay.
posture of like they're not pointing swords at us. They're just letting us know I got that thing on me.
Well, kind of like when you tap the holster, just to let
Yeah.
you draw my
Yeah,
attention
exactly.
to. Okay.
Or you pull your jacket back to reveal your
Yeah,
weapon.
you get it.
yeah.
Now we're all on the same page.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
all
the
have
weapon
that kind
is
of vibe.
presented, but not unsheathed.
Mm-hmm.
Did they say anything? I'm sorry.
The creature will wave at you, looks feminine in vibes and stature.
I gotta know, it's got a bunch of arms. Are all arms waving or just like a one?
2 sets of arms.
2 sets of arms.
Any more, and I would not be sexually attracted to it. That's a bug. I've been waiting this whole time for somebody to introduce an NPC that I can romance, but nobody has presented me with my personal type, which is an Eldritch Nightmare.
Yeah, there's 2 sets of arms and the legs.
That's exactly what I was imagining. But yeah, I was like an aspen cedar kind of. Yes,
I like
Slay
it.
Queen. Yes, come to me.
She can't. She's like tapped into the ground, right?
No, she
She stepped out the tree, dude.
She steps out of the tree. She'll wave. Look at the 3 of you. Look up to Oishin. Kind of like tilt her head just a little bit, and then back to the 3 of you, and then kind of smiles. In a forest glade, I dwell unseen, a guardian fair, nature's forgotten queen. Adventurers bold, you've come this way, but first my riddles you must weigh. With laughter sweet and eyes aglow, I greet you now, secrets to bestow. Solve them right and you may pass, but fail my test and face nature's wrath. So listen close and heed my rhyme, for the woods hold secrets beyond time. Speak your answers, brave and true. Prove your worth, let wisdom shine through. Now, answer fast, don't let fear grow, for if you falter, you'll surely know. I'll call upon the forest might. She'll gesture to the little sprites near her. And test your mettle in the light. So, let us begin, my dear friend. 6 answers true, your fate depends. Unlock my secrets, play the game, or face the wrath of my woodland claim.
Mac leans forward to Axel, just past Balfour. This is all you. And then leans backwards. He whispers that to be clear.
I've never been more ready. Scott, Shane's heart is beating so fast right now. I hope I don't fuck this up. I want to do so well at this. I want to do so well at this.
Alright. 1 guess, my friends, for each question's call. A single chance to avoid nature's thrall. Clock's hand winds on, a swift-paced race. 6 riddles await your steps to trace. Each soul must offer a voice in the air. No one left behind in this shared affair. Time's relentless flow, a challenge to face as daylight wanes in this mystic space. Together you toil, minds intertwined, seeking the wisdom that been designed. So gather your thoughts, let minds align, unlock my secrets, a quest so divine. Remember my words, success is the key, work hand in hand, and you shall be free.
Before you continue this beautiful story, I just want to let you know that Mac listened and understood. He's now uncorking the Meadowkeep bottle of mead and pushing in some cloth.
No.
As you continue to do this.
Everyone, real quick, if we could just join hands real quick.
Okay. I heard that too.
He puts the bottle back, like, down, but he will continue. Joins hands.
We are now working hand in hand as per your statement. We shall be freed.
She'll kind of giggle. And you'll see the dark-haired sprite with his hair up in a ponytail and the purple look, kind of like scoff, kind of like roll his eyes, but kind of like give that shrug of whatever. And she'll begin. In daylight bright, I'm always seen, a golden crown, a verdant sheen. But when the night's dark veil does fall, I fade away, unseen by all. And she'll look to you expectantly.
Here begins the start of our run. My lads, I think it's the sun.
Why are you talking like that?
When in Rome.
He's been talking like this the whole time.
So honestly,
You're just now hearing it?
we'll talk about that in the next Talking Stupid. Yeah, I think it's the sun. We have to answer as 3.
Yeah, sounds good. Yes,
It's the sun.
I like this.
Yeah, it's the sun, for sure.
I
1,
thought
2,
that.
3, sun.
Son.
Sun.
I wake from slumber, colors bloom, as winter's chill makes my way for Hume. With gentle touch, I paint the land, bringing life with my tender hand.
Once more from the top for Big Fudge.
I wake from slumber, colors bloom, as winter chills makes way for whom. With gentle touch, I paint the land, bringing life with my tender hand.
Is it spring?
I've got just the thing. The answer here, it is spring.
Oh, I forget. Do we have to do that thing to answer every time?
No,
'Cause I
that's
don't-
the thing that I'm
Oh.
doing. Hey guys, real quick. I'm gonna message you guys with a spell message real quick. Hey guys, I'm trying to impress her. That's my thing.
Oh,
but
okay.
but also for me personally, that's good. But also, think about it. Who are they going to side with? The fairies or the oppressors? They are great, powerful. They're here in the woods. They've got secrets. They can help us.
Mac
Yep.
nods.
A tap.
Also taps.
The instant
Taps his
transmission
temple.
boys. One, 2, 3, spring.
Spring.
I'm the season of warmth and light. Days grow long and sprites take flight. Golden fields the sun's embrace. In my splendor, nature finds its grace.
I think all is as it seems. This is a midsummer night's dream. It's summer, right?
Summer.
1, 2, 3, summer.
Summer.
She kind of like claps a couple of her hands, the other two kind of like moving in motion, like as she speaks. Kind of like entertained by Axel.
Make her laugh, boys. Make her laugh. That's the secret.
Leaves of red and gold adorn as nature's tapestry is reborn. Harvest bounty, a feast divine, in hues of sunset, I brightly shine.
To remember this one, a song I hum. My good friends, it is autumn. I could have done fall and it could have been easy. I went for it.
Autumn.
Autumn.
I almost said fall. Fuck.
Autumn.
I bring a hush to earth's domain, a frosty spell, a glacial rain. My touch is cold, the world turns white, in slumber deep I roll the night.
Give me 1 second.
She waits eagerly, a little hop
shit.
in her little footsie steps.
When I rack up my brain, it's like a splinter. My good friends, it is winter.
Winter.
In absence of light, I come alive. In silhouette form, I strive to thrive. At sun's high peak, I'm short and narrow, yet lengthen and dance like an evening sparrow. In twilight's cloak, I softly play, a fleeting glimpse, then fade away. On moonlit nights, I take my place, a companion dark to every trace.
I like that one.
Okay, I got You had me, then
Okay,
you lost me.
Balfour.
You had me, then you lost me. Do you guys know off the top of your head?
It's shadow, but I don't know how to put it in the words that you say. That's what I think.
See, I thought it was stars.
See, I thought it was the moon, but then she said the term moonlit.
Well, then she said
and I
moon.
was
That's
like,
why
you
I
don't say
went to
moon,
stars.
You don't say it in the riddle. Can you give it to me one more time,
Yeah.
Abon? No. Can you please read the riddle to me one more time, Abon?
Yeah. In absence of light, I come alive. In silhouette form, I strive to thrive. At sun's high peak, I'm short and narrow, yet lengthen and dance like an evening sparrow. In twilight's cloak, I softly play, a fleeting glimpse, then fade away. On moonlit nights, I take my place, a companion dark to every trace.
Companion to everyone, shadow.
Yeah, I got it.
Yep, shadow. Yeah, you're right.
My friends, I feel we will soonly glad go. The answer here, it is shadow.
Shadow.
Bravo, brave souls, you've passed the test. Through Riddle 6, you've proved the best. Your wisdom shines like morning dew. In forest heart, I welcome you. With laughter sweet and eyes aglow, you've earned my trust, and now you know. The secrets kept by ancient trees are yours to cherish, if you please. She'll like gesture, like, kind of like upward and out, kind of like and behind. Your journey onward, I'll defend as guardian true until the end. With every step, may nature's grace guide your path in this hallowed place.
Important note, Mac takes the cloth out of the bottle, recorks it, puts both back into his backpack.
Inventory recouped. Thank you, most honored fairy? Spirit? What do I call you? What is your name?
I ask you now, my heart aflame, my dear lady of the woods, tell us your name!
In woods I dwell, a spirit true. Ibis, the guardian keeper, I am to you. With ancient trees and magic's thrall, my name I share. I heed the call.
Share. Me share.
Is
share
it ibis
me.
is it ibis like the bird? Is that what I heard?
Ibis, like the letter I-V-I-S.
Got it.
I also thought it was share too, Devin. I thought that was super clever face trickery.
My character has said it. Share me share.
No, she was just sharing her name.
Oh.
Oishi will look at you all. It's like, oh, you played a game with the Guardian. How fun and witty.
You said that like it's not normal. Do people not normally do this when they come? This is new to you?
Matt kind of whistles a little. Like,
Well, some mostly take up arms against Ibis when we come this direction. Or what I hear from anyway. So I'm glad you didn't hurt my friend.
Monsters, point them out to me.
They're probably either long gone or dead. She usually takes care of them. Ibis will nod.
Mac's like rocking on his heels a little.
So we're cool. We can go now. We've got the secrets of the trees are laid bare to us.
Yeah, you'd seen a fountain around here? Or like a ribbon?
She will gesture her arms between the path of spring and winter, kind of behind her.
Like all four of them?
Kind of like two of them. You know, like when you gesture off one arm, but she does two
But
arms.
like right in the middle?
Kind of right down the middle.
Ooh, that one seems promising then.
Sure.
Balfour will begin to take that road.
Mac walks up to Axel and whispers, Can we trust them?
With all my heart.
Mac is noticing. Oh. Mac will take up the rear.
Before we go, I will approach Ibis. Before I leave your company, which I savor, could I ask you for your favor?
I, as Abon, need to come up with a rhyme.
She just whips it. Just starts whipping him. Just.
It's getting hot in these woods. I'm looking over at winter, and it's just melting over there, guys.
It's like summer all over again.
Two roses bloom around her cheeks. She's blushing.
In which favor do you ask? Do you not have to go on a task?
A boon is not what I ask of thee. Instead, I ask you to favor me.
She will tilt her head.
She becomes a tree again. Just doesn't talk.
Did you just get treat?
Your statement makes me feel as if I would turn pink. Give me a while to have a moment and think.
Of course, Titania here, she knows the way. I expect word from you any day, and I'll leave my familiar with this stick woman.
I am stick woman.
She will chuckle and offer one of her arms out for Titania. And I assume Titania will do a little hop over to nestle on, as if on a tree branch. You'll see the darker green-haired sprite kind of laugh fully heartedly, while the lighter, more pastel green-haired sprite kind of giggles. The purple one will scoff in the entire matter, and the orange-looking one, he'll kind of well, that's a new one, but you are an interesting mortal folk. He'll look to Axel.
Have your laugh and have your jeer. You will not stifle my cheer. And I'll rejoin my comrades. It's going to take me a while to catch up.
I mean, because Mac is literally taking up the rear, so he's just oh, you just been there the whole time while I spit game at a tree? No. He gave some space. He kind of backed up and was like...
He's in the back playing gentle bird pipes.
That's right. It's like Barry Manilow, but with bird pipes.
Yeah.
I think Oil walk towards the back of the group, I think where Mac was, and then we let Axel catch up. Yeah, he'll kind of look over. It's you picked a pretty young one. He'll giggle.
Oh gosh, I don't know tree ages. How old is she?
Mac is just confused by this whole situation.
I don't want to cut her in half and check her rings.
Yeah.
Oh, she's a little dryad, maybe about 200, 300 years or so.
Okay, I like older women. That's why I was afraid. I'm only 111, friend.
He'll chuckle.
I need a little spring for my autumn years.
I mean, it makes sense. She is rather cute for a dryad. I wish you luck. He'll give you a hearty pat.
Should we have freed those fairies?
Mac pulls his hood a little forward. Just I don't want to be here. I'm uncomfortable.
Shouldn't shy away from romance, from affection, Mac. I just said I'm 111 years old. So believe me when I say, life is short. Love while you can. Gather ye rosebuds while ye may.
I'm really happy for you.
Takes out his notebook. Aversion to romantic entanglements. Celibate.
Underline.
3 underlines.
Exclamation star.
Mac leans over his shoulder. Fucks like a rabbit. No, I'm just kidding.
Hey guys, I think I found all the items. I'm back.
Needs to work on endurance.
Virgin.
Everyone's got the vapors.
You don't mean giggles. You guys are silly.
Got the vapors.
She was fanning herself. That's like a southern dandy. Southern belle.
So you guys go on and walk through the woods after speaking to Ivis and flirting for one of you. And you march on. It's after 3-4 hours, it kind of feels weird in the sense of the light seems a bit off, in the sense of it's always above you at noon. But
Anyone notice that, like, the sun hasn't moved in a minute?
No. Is that? Well, it was also snowing.
It's been a few hours. It's supposed to move.
Wait,
It shouldn't
no.
be dead center up there.
Ivis did say something about our time being short based on this plane or this realm, this something's sun. So maybe it moves differently here. Maybe
That's a good point.
this could be actually
Hadn't thought of
maybe
that.
keep an eye. It might be like a bit of a timer we have to watch.
All right, I'll keep an eye, and I do. I just keep an eye on the sun as we're walking. I mean, I don't look directly at it. I know better.
I will look up at it. I was like, oh, that would probably be useful. And then you'll see him like point his hand from like straight up and like start to move it down, and the sun will kind of like follow that light.
Oh.
That's pretty cool.
Hold the fucking phone. You know what? Mac doesn't want to know.
I kind of want to know. I'll bite. Do you control the sun here? You're the Sun King now?
Well, light is my domain. However, this little part of the woods is kind of my home.
I see.
So it would probably help for you guys to know what time it is. So I'll let it keep going.
Oh, you usually just... This is so funny to me, like just the concept of a god walking into his plane, his realm, and like he auto connects to the Wi-Fi, and he's like, proprietary.
He like walks in and it sets his
He's like
Sets his
proprietary
mood.
Amazon robot. Activate chill mode, and it like the sun just like sets like. It's dope. I love it.
It's the right vibe. I'm glad. You guys will travel a little bit more until it seems to be maybe like 5 or 6 in the afternoon, evening is when you see it up ahead. There seems to be a clearing coming up ahead of you.
Real quick question. So we've been walking to these Emerald Woods and now this fairy pocket universe. Is the wildlife situation the same? Like, do we still hear wildlife? Or does it seem kind of like dead?
Yeah, you still hear wildlife.
We saw a rabbit in the floaty portal.
Yeah, but that was before we walked into Oishin's,
Before we went to the
like,
pocket dimension, you're right.
sex den.
Yeah, that was just
So-
the forest.
I just wanted to know if this was like weird quiet.
Why is it? It's always a sexton with you. It's always a red room. It's always a fuck bunker. It's always.
Well, I did just witness Axel lay down game, so I don't know what's about to happen.
It was more like a middle school dance.
I invented the term fuck bunker, by the way. That's new. You go to Urban Dictionary, you will not find fuck bunker. That's mine.
That is a Chainsaw original.
Yeah.
It still sounds right? It sounds appropriate for the various seasons that you'll hear. So, like, winter, it is a little bit quieter, but you'll hear, like, the occasional crunch of, like, a deer walking through, or, like, a winter owl fluttering by. Same thing with fall. Like, you'll hear the various creatures trying to, like, squirrel away and do what they need to do. But up ahead, you'll find yourself. Looks to be clearing, because past the clearing you'll see like pink and green start to show and peek through the trees. And it seems to be about 120 radius. And
Balfour, you hit this first since you're leading.
Yeah.
The grasses seem to become more apparent, more like the bounciness of the bright, vibrant greens of spring and summer, as well as many statues ahead of you.
Ooh. Of?
Looks like of various figures. And perhaps past the statues, kind of like in the middle of the clearing, seems to be a few various flowers in growth, and a stone thing up ahead with another statue in the middle.
Real quick, when you say statues, do these seem like put there with care and like potentially like worship / like decoration, or do these statues have odd poses that I've been picking up on?
Both?
Fuck me!
Could you roll me your perception checks as you guys near this clearing?
And you'll get stupid old Axel's, not Titania's. The whole time we were here, I was warging into Titania. I'm trying to say what's going on. No, I'm kidding. That's creepy.
I made that joke earlier because I said that's what
did you?
Yeah, so I was like, he just wargs out the
did.
rest of the campaign.
Max rolled a 9.
I wouldn't be able to. 100 feet's my limit.
Rolled a what?
9.
9.
And
I don't know how that works with passive perception. I think I still take the roll and it sucks.
Well, like, passively, I think is like things you kind of like almost walk into or walk by, or kind of like just kind of like
Yeah.
the vibe of like you
It's like
just
secret
see it
doors
like some
and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sucks. I mean, it's good, don't be wrong. I just hate rolling low.
Balfour the Loxodon got 17.
It's just you. Otherwise, you would never be able to do bad at it. Like no matter what happened.
Yeah, I get it.
And
I
there
just
needs to be the
don't like it.
concept of like like a 1, whatever. It doesn't matter. I love you.
Yeah, I don't like it. Thank you. I love
You
too.
got an
Appreciate
18 and an X what?
7, I think. 6 or
7?
7.
As you guys step out into the clearing, the statue's about 20-ish feet ahead of you. You can tell they're all in one big old circle from each other, all made of a very fine white stone, each one some looking feminine, some looking masculine. 2 of them to your north and your south look a bit bigger than the rest. However, the one at the south is facing away from everyone. And then in groupings of 3 statues in each of the like corners is the best way I could put it. They each have like a little bit of color to them, with accents of a bright, vibrant green, or the other 3 have red, another set with like browns, and the last one kind of like a pale icy blue. As for Balfour, as you see all of this and the flowers, you can see to the little statue in the middle seems to be a much smaller figure, kind of elven in nature. Forgot about the big ones. All the big ones have fairy wings. That is important to note.
There are how many big ones?
There are 12 big ones and 2 more bigger ones than the 12.
So
Kinda
it's
like
the 12 and their mom and dad. Got it.
Yeah. Yep.
And then the little ones are, how many of them are there?
Just
the
one.
little ones. There's the one tiny one in the center,
Mm-hmm.
and then there's just the 12 baby ones we were talking about.
Got it.
Okay. As I walk up to the middle.
Wait. I'm trying to give you one more bit of information before
Good,
you
I
keep
want it.
walking.
Yeah, I was going to go push it over.
Balfour, you'll notice at the feet before you cross into the threshold of the statues, there seems to be a ring of mushrooms of various colors. Very tiny, kind of like maybe like 4 inches off the ground, give or take, some maybe 3 or 2. And they're in various colors, some in red, some in blue, some in greens, purples, you name it, it comes in that color. They're just wild colored of mushrooms in a ring.
I think as I look at the mushrooms, and I look at the statues, and I look at the mushrooms, and then I look at the statues, and then I pick a red mushroom, and I look at the red statues, and then I pick a blue one, and I look at the blue ones, and I'm like holding them up, and I'm looking over. Hey, Axel, you're good with the puzzles, but I think this is something to do with these.
Oh, what do you have there?
Mushrooms.
Oh, were those in a circle?
Yes.
Balfour specifically, could you roll me a history?
I can stand on by.
Hey, not for nothing, but because I'm standing here and he has brought me into it and I'm proficient, can I give him the help action to give him advantage?
Yeah.
Sick.
All right. Okay, so first roll is a 7. Second roll is a 2.
Cool. You know that mushrooms are very important to gods, the really old ones.
Oh.
Though you can't quite recall what exactly.
Should I have done a religion? I don't know. Would that help me more?
Well, I was thinking your history brain because of like elephant.
That's true.
Well, and books that you would have read.
I can't read.
Memories you would have
These are just stories.
memoried
you
with
would have
your
lived.
Yeah.
earrings.
Okay. It seems like they are important, but I can't remember why.
I seem to recall something as well about mushroom circles and fairies, like portals to. Hey, maybe me? Can you put those mushrooms back, maybe, and see if me can step in it as a circle, and maybe she goes somewhere. If you want to, me, I don't. It could go somewhere bad. I'm not going to say that you should do it.
Yeah, I've only pulled up a couple. That's why I haven't. So, like, they may still be intact in there. So, if we just try to put them neatly back in.
I can go in if you need me to.
Yeah, you're the only one small enough. I'm the only one brave enough. I mean,
You are trained.
Okay.
this is what you've been training for me.
All right, I have to work on my training. Okay. She will go and hop over the mushroom. Like she'll land on the ground on the one side and then just do a whoop over. And you'll see her kind of like in that motion of, kind of like the skier where their knees are bent.
Mm-hmm. And
she kind of standing on the other side. And she waits. And she'll turn her head over her shoulder to look at you. I was like, I don't know if I should feel something.
Yeah, you probably would if it was a thing.
Well, she didn't turn into a dragon, so...
What I was reading about might have actually been... It could have been a literal fairy tale, if I'm being honest. So maybe that wasn't a thing. Can I roll investigation?
Is this like a edge of the ring, or is there... We can see the entire ring before us?
The space is about 120 diameter. The ring's a bit smaller than that. So you can tell it goes out.
This is a big-ass ring.
Yeah, like when you see the little...
ring.
Like,
no, that's why I was wanting to fact check. It's not like a small ring in front of us. We are approaching the ring. Like, we can cross that threshold.
Interesting. Do I have any tricks for this scenario? Let me think.
Hey, Balfour, you could just walk into it. Matt kind of giggles a little.
You could, but that would be...
Oh, no. I've learned my lesson.
No. A little bit of prudence can keep you alive, in fact. Here's what I'm thinking, boys. Just, I think we're going to go in there. I think we got to go in there for sure. And I'm trying to think if there was any cheeky way that I could trigger whatever boss fight's going to happen from outside of the arena. But I think we just need to go inside.
I think I would see you maybe looking through your book as like what to do, and then whatever action you take,
a spell or something.
I'm going to follow it. So I'm just watching you.
Is Axel giving looks of concern or like befuddlement?
Maybe frustration, because like I don't have as many spells that I used to have. So like
Fair.
I think he's like looking through the book furiously. It's the stuff that'll make sense to you later when my character becomes himself again. But having to even flip the pages is a bit of a chore for Axel.
Mac is looking to Axel for a cue on how to read this environment. Ultimately,
Oishin, I've noticed that you have, when we were seeing your memory, it's almost like when I use detect magic, when I use my magic to try to see the energies of creation. Do you see anything here that strikes you as particularly dangerous?
Not dangerous at all. The whole look around. It's he'll kind of like give you a half-hearted smile. Well, it's a graveyard, basically.
I see. Which way is the best way forward without us desecrating anything?
Mac has his hands on his hilts when he heard graveyard.
Be respectful, like any graveyard.
I think, is there a certain place I should step or not step?
Oishin will just step over the mushroom.
I don't want to walk over anybody's grave, is what I'm saying. I don't want their spirit. Spooky specters, sometimes they're real. And I don't want them to get me.
Well, even if they did exist, they're not buried here. It's kind of more of a memorial site, I suppose.
It's a shrine. Fair enough.
Wait, so if these are all headstones, why is yours already up there?
Oh, they would be lonely without me, wouldn't they?
Putting the cart before the horse, my friend.
A little shrug.
Hey, Balfour, when you were sensing for, divine stuff, he whispers, was Oishin like divine, or did that come back as undead on him?
Let me try again.
It could have come back as Fae, right? That's one of the options, isn't it?
Well, I should know.
Yeah, but Mac is asking if it's a fucking undead, and he didn't know this whole time.
Yeah,
there's
so
a fucking gravestone here.
Yeah, I think what I do is I close my eyes, open my ears way up, and I try to use my divine sense. So if there's any celestial fiend or undead within 60 feet, I should know any of those things.
You get so much divine energy from Oishin.
Is he clouding it?
Okay.
So you stared into the sun of divine light.
That's okay. That is an answer.
Or a very good trick. No.
Do you communicate this, Balfour?
It seems that our friend Oi here has, though he's in a weakened state, still very much represents power in the divine sense, and so I can't pick anything else up.
No, that's fair. I just didn't want our boy here to be an undead monstrosity that I hadn't put down yet. So.
Kind of is really crazy that we haven't done like a test to make sure you're really Oishin. You could have just been some giant fairy god. They were like, Oishin? And then you assumed his form. You had just eaten him a moment ago.
Yeah.
Oishin is one of the identities I've had over the many years.
So you admit you're not Oishin?
I am Oishin.
I don't know. Insight check? No, I'm kidding.
Yeah. I mean, Mac is settled. He's happy with this answer.
Yeah, I'm good.
I don't. This is the place. Yeah, I'll kind of like wait on the other side of the mushrooms.
I walk into the boss fight arena.
I'm going to follow him like I said I would.
Yeah, Mac follows Axel's cue. Hands on swords.
I will, it's still like daylight in here, right?
It feels like almost twilight, kind of around like 5, 6-ish.
Okay.
Maybe
like
a little
dusk.
closer to
But
7.
it's not dark.
Dusk
It's
to
by any
twilight.
means. We don't
It's
need
not
to
dark yet.
light up. Okay.
It's darker.
Cool. Yeah, I'll go forward.
So we're all in the fairy ring.
You're all in the fairy ring.
The boss music starts. That's where on this episode. I get it, dude.
Beep, 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 beep.
Yeah, and you look up to your left and your right, and there's these 2 large statues, maybe about 20 or so feet tall. Like they're kind of up from a base, maybe like 3, 4, 5 feet tall. And they're in different poses, some sitting, some standing, all of them holding like a cup or a basket or something of the sort in their hands or in their laps or by their feet. And then something happens. I guess we'll end the episode here so we can find out next time whether or not you're into boss music or not.
Yay!
Go ahead and vote now, everybody. If you think it's a boss fight, go ahead and put hashtag boss fight.
I'm gonna feel bad if it is a boss fight and I yucked on it too hard. And now she's like, I guess I gotta rewrite it. So it's not a boss fight. I want to do a boss fight. It'll be fun. Anyway, so rolling for humanity?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool beans. This is a new month. We got a new charity, but it's one you may have heard from before. I'd like to read you a letter. It says, Dear Scott, remember the first time I told people I rescued donkeys? They laughed. God damn you, Devin. You're them. They said donkeys were mean and stubborn, but I knew. I knew thoughtful people like you would understand donkeys feel, and they think, and they deserve our care. I thank you so much for your caring contribution of $71 in 2023 to Peaceful Valley Donkey Rescue. I promise you, we will use your donation wisely to rescue and care for these misunderstood animals and to educate the people who don't understand. I thank you with all my heart. And that's from Mark Myers over at Hidden Valley Donkey Rescue. I'm sorry, that Hidden Valley is a ranch dressing. I'm going to take that one more time.
Hidden Donkey Valley.
And that's from Mark Myers over at Peaceful Valley Donkey Rescue. Now, if that didn't stir you to your core, if that doesn't make you feel like that this is a worthy cause that is worth your dollars and mine and your time and your attention and your heart, then I can only ask you to think about Sugar and Spice. What would they think? You look into their beautiful eyes and tell them you don't think they matter. So I really, really hope that the next time you're rolling dice with your friends, you will tell them about the Roll for Humanity, you'll let them know what we're doing, and you encourage them to roll like we are right now. We got a 12, so 12 to start us off for the Peaceful Valley Donkey Rescue, and we hope you'll join us.
It's great. I love that. It's really good.
Goosebumps, right?
Goose pimples, if you will.
I think it's cool we got a letter.
We get letters from everyone that we donate money to. It's mostly them asking for more money, but not Peaceful Valley, dude. They were like, "Hey, thank you so much. We're gonna put this to work."
Yep, I like that.
Very nice.
And because they didn't ask for it, that's why they're most deserving of it. Just like Levels. I seduced a woman. I talked to a girl. How much experience is that worth?
That's pretty ballsy of you. I would agree.
It's soon.
I jest. Abon, take us away.
Speaking of
Devin.
Speaking of special people, I want to take just a moment to talk about our patrons who come month in, month out, give their hard-earned monies to us so we can keep this podcast going and listen to us banter and make jokes that you don't hear because you're not here live, that get cut out because they're either not as funny as we thought or not appropriate and Ginge cuts them. But those people are, first up, just in no particular order, just as I find them, Rhythm Zero, Hoodlums in here, we got Nekova, we got Zebra, and we got Tasty Pacey. So thank you guys for being our $50 patrons. We love you so much. We love seeing you guys in our chats when we get in here. It's my favorite thing, honestly, to have you guys in here during episodes to try to make me laugh while recording. That's my secret. Again,
Devin loves an audience.
It is both my favorite and my bane. Because like when I'm in DM mode and I'm trying to like set a scene and you see something fucking and you're like, God, motherfucker.
When I get serious, I have to look away. I have to like put my hand up. I gotta.
And that's what you could do. Come in, try to break us, and maybe have a laugh. I don't know. Thank you. But if you want to be a patron, go to our Patreon, and you can find that in our show notes.
I would like to go first with Hope.
Okay.
I hope.
Let her introduce it.
Oh, sorry.
I mean, you can start off with hope, stars, and wishes. But yeah, well, let's do that part. What do you hope for, Dwayne?
I hope that over time that we do this podcast and that we continually give back to charities, I hope that Devin finds understanding for
donkeys,
the importance of taking care of these donkeys.
When the choir of all the Lord's creations sing out, will not the gentle warble of a donkey be heard? Devin Davenport?
I hope that someday I appreciate the donkeys as much as you do.
I don't think you'll ever appreciate them as much as me, but I hope you can appreciate them as much as a human being with a beating heart. I give my stars I have to give them to Abon because I could not, if I was sat down, be like, let's write a session just for me. Let's write a session that's everything that Shane left. Okay, we're gonna put horrible nightmare ladies, Scott's favorite. We're gonna do riddles. We're gonna do rhyming. It's a good time had by all, but especially me.
Yeah, what's my episode gonna be like? What's Dwayne's gonna be like?
It's all buttholes.
It's all buttholes.
I don't need an episode for me. I don't want. Listen, I've sown enough karma into these campaigns. I don't need one. Okay. I don't want it. I don't want that smoke. Okay.
Well, I had a lot of fun making her, so I'm glad you enjoyed her, Shane Saw.
It was good.
We didn't get a chance to interact because
No,
Swooped
no, I'm
it. He
glad.
deserved it. He deserved it.
As soon as that hit, I'm like, this is all you. It made sense character-wise. It made sense strengths-wise. Like, Mac was like, this is not for me.
It was like sitting in a middle school dance for me, and like Shane's the guy on the wall. He's asking the pretty lady for a dance, and she doesn't know who he is. Will you date? Will you? No, she was like,
No,
leave
he
your
was way
bird,
more
and I'll tell your bird later what our status is. I'll update it with bird book
Bro,
later.
I am 111 years old. She is made out of fucking wood. Do you think I want a sexual relationship with this woman? No. Love letters, kind words, fun riddles, to delight in another person's company just because it's nice. I hope one day.
I don't think she's
But
going
also
to
he
give
wants
that
to
to
cut
you.
her in
I don't
half
care
and figure out how old she is.
I know. We got to know.
Oh no. My turn.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Sitting here thinking about it. Hope Star wishes. Yep. Nope. Sometimes it's difficult for me.
Hey,
No, I guess a star for my players. You guys have been doing great. I love that you're loving the campaign so far. You guys seem like you have fun every time. So it warms my heart, and I feel like I get that confidence boost as a DM. And also hearing like the hope stars and wishes, like I'm glad it's kind of like doing what I set out for it to do, like getting to know either you guys better or just hearing what you think about the campaign. Or you guys just being silly, but it's great. Either way.
I wasn't silly at all. I fucking meant what I said.
I know.
I mean, I think I did
Just
too.
being clear.
I
I don't think
understand.
you did.
As we always say,
We love
Love you.
we love donkeys.
No donkeys were hurt in the making of this podcast.